G'day, it's Shane here from Lonely Grape TV, and thank you for joining me in my home bar. But more importantly, thank you for helping me spread McLaren Bar wine to the world. Today, great variety that's a passion of mine really, that's Grenache, and this is a Grenache Rosé. So it's the Dabblebrook. Now the last one I had was some Dabblebrook as well. So Dabblebrook McLaren Bar Long Lunch Grenache Rosé. There's no vintage on here, so I'm assuming this is a non-vintage wine. As you can probably see, I've had some out of the bottle. I actually had this a few days ago. I wanted to do another one of my little experiments and see how this would actually go after sitting open but with air evacuated out of it for a few days. So it's actually been sitting in my fridge for a week and really not sure how it's going to go, because rosé, I'm not sure whether it would last that long over that period of time. So let's get straight into it and do the wanky thing, because I'm quite excited about what this may bring, and I just love Grenache. Getting lovely strawberry aromas already, so I'm thinking that this fruit is going to be quite good. Not sure how well you can see that, but it is quite bright and vibrant. Struggle to get that out. Yeah, definitely some strawberries. A little bit of cherry, maybe a little bit of plum, but definitely all the red fruit spectrum, which you would expect from Grenache and you would also expect from rosé. Look, I must admit I was quite impressed with this wine when I tried it a few days ago, and certainly seems pretty good at the moment too. It's actually a bit cold, so maybe I'll just try and warm it up a fraction first. Yep, so just those lovely red fruits. The aromas have died down a little bit. That could be because of how cold it is, but let's continue with a wanky thing and try it. Lovely red fruits, strawberry, cherry orientated with those red fruits. A lot of rosés can be like strawberry and cream. You get a little bit of creaminess. I get just a residual hint of creaminess right at the back of the palate. And I get a little bit of sweetness right at the beginning of the palate. But in the middle, it's quite long, quite inviting, and just really nice to drink. It's been a few warm days here in McLaren Vale. In fact, we had a heat wave last week. And Grenache Rosé, I think in particular, not only is Grenache something that I think McLaren Vale does well, or can do well, being general there, you've got to be careful, but can do very well. But also I think in the summer weather, rosé is something, a good rosé is something that you know, maybe we should consider a little bit more than what we probably do at the moment. A lot of people, you know, red wine focused, which is great. I mean, I drink a lot of red wine too, but when it's really hot, do you really want a big red wine? The other thing, interestingly, the alcohol. I'm not getting. There is some alcohol legs on the glass there, but I'm not getting a lot of alcohol on the nose. Let's see. Okay, it's indicating 13% alcohol, so so that's good. That's actually very good. And also, I think why we're getting some more of those red spectrum fruits, even though Grenache is red spectrum. I'm actually quite impressed with this wine. I have no idea how much it costs. Sorry. If anybody's interested, let me know, and I'll find out. But a nice wine to drink, and interestingly, it's a non-vintage wine. So I'm assuming that there's other blends of different vintages in there to make this wine. Yeah, those strawberries really come through nicely. And it's really held up nicely. I've had this wine for over 5 days sitting in my fridge. Sure, it's in the fridge and all that sort of stuff. But I must admit, I really thought that maybe this wine would start to break down, deteriorate, oxidise over that time, and it hasn't. So I must admit, I'm quite enjoying this. Now, this wine might not be for everybody. The little bit of sweetness at the front, people might say, "Oh, it's sweet wine." It's not really sweet. There's certainly a bit going on, but I think the biggest thing here is the fact that my mouth is salivating. So that's telling me that my mouth has enjoyed this wine. It's not just me gabbering on saying, "Oh yeah, this is good," blah 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 blah. My mouth has actually enjoyed this wine, and it's actually salivating to the point where it's telling me it wants some more. So why not? Why should I disappoint my palate? So the last two, this and the previous video was from Dabblebrook, a winery, or shall I say, a producer that I'm not familiar with up until trying these two wines. Thanks for Ian for providing the sample for these, and really good wines. So Dabblebrook from McLaren Vale, check it out. That's all we have time for Lone Grape, so have a good time, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.